Hey traders, I'm looking at the NASDAQ here. All right, so let's just go out. I want to go out to a daily, just get my bearings, right? This is really under pressure. So we've got these lower highs, lower lows, and you can see, right, that it's a possible topping price action is possibly looking to take a huge cascading dump. Okay, it's one way to put it. So you've got this very bearish head and shoulder pattern. We grab that. Where is it? Yeah. So we've got, let's see, low to high, left shoulder, the head. Look at this. I mean, that's, down we go. I'm looking for a short. We grab that to see where that lands out of curiosity. Yeah, that's a target down there, guys. So let's just grab an anchored volume profile. Well, I run with the volume profile because that's going to act as a support level. So let's just have a look at this. So what are we on the daily time frame? So this is the bigger picture. And look, now we're trading under these high value nodes here. Look, we come back and retest here and fail here. It could be a very quick and profitable ride down to these levels, big time. So look, I'm excited. I think there's an incredible opportunity, possibly sitting here waiting, to be taken advantage of, to be honest. Let's just go down to a 4-hour chart. So I'm just going to map out my next trade, how I'm going to approach this. So just as we go down the charts, just grab that and have a look at volume. Okay, so you can see through here, this value area through here is a key at the moment. So let's just mark that up. So we'll just plan this trade. I'm going to take those nodes, red line, okay? So that's kind of a point of control, if you will, if you're just looking at this area down here. Let's just have a closer look at that. So if we just grab from here to here, all right, we'll do that closer to home. Oh, well, the point of control is actually above there, but you've got these nodes extending right out under here. So just pick that up again. Right through here, this is key, right? So you can see how wide the volume profile is here. So it's giving us this value area, strong resistance level, and I'm looking for the pullback and the fail here. So if we go down now to a 30-minute or maybe even a 15-minute, let's just have a look at that. Right. There it is, right through here. Actually, more accurately, we could place that. So that's see the blue line. That's the lower end of this. This is a low value. No, there's a high value up here. This is the high and the low of this entire value range through here, right? So you've got this distribution comes down and is wiggling around here. This looks like another distribution level. So where they're, working in shorts, bit of manipulation, and then, down it potentially goes. All right. So I've traded this. I've traded it last night and today, and I've taken both these moves. Been a really nice. All right. So I'm looking at this let's just grab a couple of tools that I like to use. One is anchored VWAP, and we can throw it in there. We can also throw it in, I'll take it back in here, 30-minute chart. Let's go down. And these will stick no matter what time frame you're on. So these levels are important. So we've got a VWAP, we've got volume profile, and I'll come a little bit closer to home with this. We'll just grab, what does this look like? Yep, okay, that's cool. All right, that accentuates this value area. So if we go down now to a 15 minutes, I'll show you exactly what I'm looking for. Look, the bias on the higher time frame is bearish, and I'm just looking for more of the same. So see how we've got VWAP, these lines here. Let's just, I'll show you this. The VWAP, let's color it blue so we can see it. VWAP line is blue, and then the upper and lower bands can be white. That's fine. So we want to just track this, both VWAP and this lower line. So, and I'll do the same with this. So we'll just color VWAP blue here. VWAP blue. There we go. All right. So VWAP's at the midpoint, and then you got the upper and lower deviation. And you can separate out both of these. This is important because, like, if price holds below both of these VWAPs. That's the thing. And, you know, what I'm looking for is price action to basically hug this lower line. So it drops down, we pull back into it, we pull back into it, we pull back into it, we pull back. You know, that's the kind of price action I'm looking for. And this lower VWAP line can continue. The midline can do that. And at some stage, it'll pull back up into it, right? And then we get that. So that's what you, and I can show you an example, of course. We'll do that. We'll have a quick look. I'll just undo that. Let's just go back and have a look. The VWAP is just one of the best tools to trade with, in my opinion. Well, I mean, you know, it'll hug this deviation. It'll come back into it. There's VWAP there. Comes out into the first deviation, comes back into it, but then it'll trade out from, and it'll escape this range, this value area. VWAP is a value area where it's shaded between these first deviations. Just show you this. This is important, guys. I mean, this is one of the best indicators out there. Background. Let's just, oh, green. Okay. Let's just color it and see what that looks like. Background. All right. Let's just bump it up. Yeah, you want to see that. All right. So what I want to see, you got these two lines now. One from this VWAP back up in here. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can throw three of these on if you like. There's another one here. Why not? So what you get is you get this build up here of this value area. So what I'm looking is we trade back up into, and we reject here, and then we follow down again. All right, that's better than using the fib retrace, in my opinion. I much prefer VWAP. Right, that'll give you a better idea of like when it trades back into value. And the other thing that you can track it with is the fixed range volume profile. So just keep pulling that through, and you want to stay under the point of control and under VWAP. And so the pullback that I'm looking for here will be at the bottom line for me is it's got to hold. See the red line here? It's got to hold under that. So that's key. See, I'm just going to mark up that's the point of control on this section of price here. That's right there. All right, so it's got to hold under that. Now, what I'm looking for is just to pull back, okay, like so. It holds under here and it starts to break structure under there, and then I'm in. That's what I need, right? So that's the criteria. So we pull back, and all right, if it breaks above this, then I'll revisit. But at this point, well, I mean, you've got both of these levels here. This is key. This whole range, in fact, this whole range through here, this is value area. This is value. You can see it colored on the VWAP, and you can see it colored on the volume profile. All right, all through this area here. All right, that's a really important level. So this is a strong resistance. If it breaks through that, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's this is over for now until another setup. But yeah, I'm looking for this to turn around here. And I mean, it's really specific. Like there's your levels. Doesn't get any more specific than that. So it's got to turn around, and I want it to break structure exactly the same as it did here. All right, so it just simply breaks structure. Let's get my pencil. See how it traded back, and then it broke structure here. Just call it a change of character if you like, chalk, okay? So I'm looking for exactly the same thing. And, you know, it's a very, very specific area that I'm interested in. It's just got to hold through here, through this range. I don't really want to see it break above that, to be honest. I mean, that's it. You've got these nodes here. I don't want it to go above that. It's got to stay within this value area. Anyway, I think I've made my point clear. So I'm looking for that. And if that plays out, then I'm looking to short. Let's see. Grab that. That'll be a sell. Oh, bear with me, guys. Just want to pick that up. All right. I've got it. I don't have to type it out. Just go here. Note sell. All right. And in the note, it says, you know, bearish break of structure here and retest of this range above, right? This whole value area. You can see it through here, right? If it doesn't play out, then we abandon the idea. So I want that to do that, and then give me an entry as it starts to shift gears, right? So as in it pulls back and breaks, okay, exactly like it did up there, no different. But you know, the VWAP and volume profile will give you really specific areas of value, support, resistance, you know, everything you need. So look, that's the game plan. I think it's pretty much it, really. I mean, if you like what you see here, guys, if you agree or disagree, whatever it is, definitely leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Love to hear from you. See, look back here. Look, see how it broke structure. That's all we're looking for. More of the same. And down we go. Right. And look, who knows? For all I know, that could rally from here. But while it's trending, now you grab a. There you go. Look, see, there's a thing there. You could kind of pull that through. That works as well. That's valid. It's got to hold through here. All right, so be careful. Drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. All right, so you want to watch out for that. So you got one drive here, a second drive, a third drive. All right, yeah, okay. Just be careful. After 3, 4, or 5 moves like this in a trend, you'll see at some stage it'll pull right back into VWAP. What do I mean by that? Look up here. This is the big daddy VWAP right there, right? So if I color that, so that's okay. It could pull back into that. That's coming from further back. There's a lot in this. I mean, look, I could do a huge video on this, but have a look see the blue line from back in here. Okay, that's the main VWAP that we're looking at, and the main volume profile through here, right? So, when you get overextended like this, at some stage it'll pull back into VWAP. All right. So anyway, if it rolls over here, it's only Tuesday, so early in the week we could get strong continuation, hopefully, and then maybe later on in the week, it does a deeper pullback. Even tomorrow, Wednesday. I mean, that could be a thing. I've seen that happen a lot. Wednesday, you get these deep pullbacks. Anyway, guys, look, that's a wrap. I don't want to ramble on too much, but that's what I'm looking for, and of course, it's a short. Yeah. So with that, I hope you have a great day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next one.